Okay, everybody, we are back for session 14 of Astroprisma. Very excited. I very much love this game, and while I am playing other games, I am constantly thinking of this one. I am unfaithful to the other games as I think about Astroprisma when I'm with them. Yeah, so we're back for session 14, and what happened last time, as I'm looking at my notes, we closed the loop on Danae. We did the mission stuff we did a good amount of stuff. We saved the trap AI and earned more favor with Synth Arch. We're so close to getting 10 with them, which is the highest favor. We recruited Lily, who's our new gunner. So that's going to be really helpful when we're in ship combat. And we are still in the hunt for the mad scientist Jürgen Bohr, as we head to the inner ring, Hex 2, which is 4 hexes away. We had a detour with some Corsair mercenaries. They attempted to board. That was fun. That's coming back to me now. Listen, we have new chrome. We've got the crew, and now we have a good amount of firepower to take on these tier 4 threats. They're still pretty scary. The bounties actually are some of the hardest enemies to defeat. Whoever made them, it's tough. It's not for the faint of heart. But yeah, so we're picking up now. I remember I made some rolls and I was not rolling well. And so there is a 24-hour sensor cooldown. As I was trying to search for Bohr, using the sensors or like the resources in the Synth Arch settlement, but it didn't work out. So we had to wait, as we did like some investigating. So now we are back. Session 14. I want to head to Hex 2. So I already have my ship here. Okay, so I remember this is where I wanted to head. Okay, so this is the inner ring. So we're here. I marked that off on my character sheet. I have about 3, 4, 5, 6, about 7 more hexes left to explore after this one. But still, there's so much there's still a lot of, expansions that I still want to get into. There's like a cyberpunk city that I want to get to, and then there's stuff to be explored there. So very much love the expansions. Okay. So we're in the middle ring. Of course, we're going to do what we usually do. We are going to roll that D6, see what we get. My energy is full. For the life of me, I can't remember what my energy was last time, but I'm going to put it back up to full. I can't remember. So, okay. Let's see if we can search for Bohr real quick before we do the middle ring encounters. So, we still have methods to pinpoint him. Searching, there's searching for any biological traces, for any, if I can bribe someone. I'm going to do biological trace. So what I'm looking for, I'm using my mind. So I'm like hacking in. My mind is 0, so it's not too good. Could potentially use the doctor to help out. They're a lot smarter than I. But I'll roll with my stat just to make it a little bit more fair. So this is the challenge die that I have to roll against. Okay, that's a 1. I'll take it. So my mind is 0, so I just basically have to roll a 2 or higher. Oh my god, and I rolled a 2. Jesus. Oh my god, so does this mean that I found him? Was this the search check to actually find him? That could be interesting. I'm looking for whatever I've been calling it the Acheron. That's like the ship that he has like attached himself to because he was hidden inside of an escape pod. And I wanted to know if he had like attached that escape pod or been using something else. And so we're calling it the Acheron. And so my sensors, they chime and they lock on to a trail, and I'm able to find it. It's like I'm following, like, there is like a trail of waste, like discarded like cellular husks that Bohr has like just let out into space. I managed to bypass this cloaking field. Of course he has one up, and I see him dead ahead. It does not look good. It looks pretty horrific. As we rolled before, he is doing some weird experiments, and we could see that the freighter that he has attached himself to, the Acheron, the hull is split open, and you could see these thick, veiny tendrils of this purple-gray biomass, like holding the metal together. And it looks less like a ship and more like a massive, necrotic heart beating in the silence of space here. So we have found Jürgen Bohr's lair. We found him. But the Acheron hasn't noticed us yet, so we have to navigate this kind of trail of waste that he has laid. So for right now, he is unaware, and now that we found him, we do have to roll for the twist. Oh no, the twist really bit us last time. Oh my god. Oh, I'm afraid. Okay, let's see what it is. Oh, we have to roll for the complication and the twist. Oh. Okay, so they are both D12. So complication, I'm going to roll that D12. Let's see what it is. So that's a 6. The complication is there are vulnerable civilians nearby. Okay. Gonna roll again to see what the twist is. That's a 7. The 7 is that they have +1 armor. Okay. Let me see if he already has a lot of armor. Oof, he already has 4 armor, so it would go up to 5. Okay, so this guy... Okay, he has 55 HP. Now he has 5 armor instead of 4. 0 vigor, 0 grace, 4 mind, and 4 tech. So he's very smart and has a lot of good technology stuff that he can do. Oh my god, let's look at the stuff he can do. Okay, on a 1 to 6, he has a syringe shot. Okay, the target enemy deals half damage, rounding up for 2 turns. Oh, so he'll like stab someone and then you do half damage. Like he weakens you. It looks like. So not only, but it also does D6 plus tech. D6 plus tech. So he does that damage, but it also like weakens you. Okay. On a 7 to 8 synthesis, roll mind against an enemy. If you succeed, restore HP. Okay, so it's like he's like taking energy from other people. And then 9 to 10, he has a xenoform. Of course he transforms. Swap your mind and tech values with your Vig and Grace stats for 2 turns. While in xenoform, you are immune and deal D8 plus Vigor, which would be +4 now that they switched, to all enemies during your turn instead of taking a random action. While in xenoform... Oh, while in xenoform for 2 rounds, there's no random actions. He's just in xenoform for 2 rounds and immune. Here's the thing. Can I take off that immunity? Because Jesus, when they're immune, it is hard to fight them. Okay, so I double checked. You are immune, but that doesn't mean you are invincible. So direct damage sources that are ineffective against immune targets include weapon attacks, cyber tech, and then damage dealing hacks and grenades. So I still could do status conditions like overheat, which would deal d6 damage at the start of their turn. They ignore armor and shields. I could use drones, for example. But I don't have a drone. But I was just looking in the PDF. I've been sleeping on drones, you guys. I need to get a drone. Because you could do a side action and have them like deploy from you. I just need to go to a settlement and I will get a drone. Because that is one mechanic that I haven't really played around with and I would like to. What causes overheat though? What can I do? Or what can my companions do? Because Doctor has the Ember hack. I have Hydra and Ignite. Ignite might do something. Okay, so I can use the Ignite hack. It costs 2 energy. It deals D12 plus your mind stat and damage. So my mind is 0. So it would just be D12. And it overheats an enemy for two turns. Can I use the Ignite hack against people who are immune though? Okay, so it looks like he won't take the D12 damage because that is a form of direct damage and would be nullified by immunity, but it also applies overheat status condition for 2 turns. Okay, so there's that. And the overheat condition causing the enemy to take D6 damage at the start of their turn, and it ignores armors and shields and his stupid xenoform ability. So I just wanted to go over that. Let's roll for initiative. Let's do this. We prepare to breach. And a sensor ping. It confirms vulnerable civilians. It looks like likely failed test subjects or kidnapped lab hands because this guy's a sick freak. They're being held in makeshift pods nearby. Collateral damage for sure. It is a major concern. Now, also, Bohr has +1 armor because he probably has some weird biological growths that he has added on, like, fused to his body. So, the bridge of this derelict ship, as we set down, it's a mess. There's rusted consoles, glass vats filled with neon green sludge. And we see Bohr, he stands at the center. His eyes is hidden behind his dark lenses that we see on his face. He is adjusting a series of syringes connected to his own suit. And he doesn't look surprised to see us, which is surprising to me. So he has that syringe shot. So he has those loaded up and ready as we set down. And then he can heal himself, unfortunately. And xenoform, which is fine. So what's his grace? His grace is 0. So I'll just be rolling a d10 for him. He's not really agile. Okay, so let's roll everybody's grace. Mine, I know that Lily and Zen have 2. Mine is 4. Okay, let's roll. Okay, D10 plus 2. That was Zen, so Zen is 4. And then I'm gonna roll again for Lily. Okay, Lily got 8. So she's ahead. Let's roll for Dr. Quinn. Oh, look at that. He rolled a 10. Look at the doctor ahead of everybody. Taking initiative with the shield. So for right now, it's the doctor, Lily, Zen. I'm going to roll for Bohr. Bohr is +0, so I'm just going to roll D10. Jesus, of course I rolled a 10. But the tiebreaker goes to whoever has the higher grace, so Dr. Quinn goes before Bohr. Oh my god. Okay, I'm going to go minus a +4. That's 7. Okay, so okay, this is an interesting lineup here. God, his stupid xenoform is gonna freaking annoy me. Okay, Dr. Quinn, you're up. What can Doctor do? Doctor has the Ember hack, but what does the Ember hack do? Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to use the hack Ember. It costs 1 energy, and its effect would overheat an enemy for a number of turns, equal to the mind stat. So if we can overheat this guy, he'll take d6 damage at the start of his turn, That would be helpful. And then he's going to use... Can't use the pulse rifle, but we can use like a frag grenade. The doctor could use a frag grenade. Or an EMP grenade. What do we see? What should we do? This guy... Believe it or not, I haven't made any hacking rolls. I'm like 14 sessions in, and this is my first time. So to cast a hack, you have to roll... Okay. See, so you roll against the enemy. If you succeed, the hack takes effect. If you lose the roll, the hack fails, and your character is infected with malware. Oh. What? Wait a minute. Uh-oh, we don't want malware now, do we? Then we have to roll a d10, and it backfires on us. Okay, doctor, let's do this. So we are rolling, but I believe the doctor has 3 mind, and this guy has 4. Okay. Doctor's gonna try to hack. Okay, here we go. Doctor's going first. +3, let's go. Okay, 7. Whew. Not bad. Okay, now this is for Bohr. Come on, I want to roll a 1 or a 2. 1 or a 2 or a 3. Come on. Oh my! I rolled a 10 for the evil, weird, mad scientist guy. Oh, doctor. Oh my god. Okay. Well, now he's gonna get malware, so let's see what the malware is. I rolled a 1. Nothing. Okay, cool. There's a D10 malware table, and if you roll a 1, nothing happens. Okay. We'll take it. Next, the doctor. As he tries to hack, he's gonna throw a freaking frag grenade. Oh my god. Okay, so frag grenade, we roll vigor against the enemy. What's this guy's vigor? I believe it's 0. But also the doctor's vigor is 0. Here we go, okay. Doctor is rolling first. Oh my. Oh god, I rolled a 1 for the doctor. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm going to use a hyperdrive. I'm gonna re-roll. This is too sad. I'm gonna re-roll. Oh, yes! I used a hyperdrive. Oh, that's a 10. Okay, rolling for Bohr. Oh my god. How did I roll 10 for Bohr as well? But here's the thing. In this game, you have to roll higher. Okay? Oh my god. Listen, the dice gods have blessed me with high rolls. But it just bites you in solo play because you roll high for the enemies too. Okay, so that's a failure on Bohr because he has to get an 11. Ha ha ha. But the fact that I rolled 2 10s is crazy. Okay, so frag grenade. All enemies take D8 times vigor. Again, he doesn't. That is unfortunate. He only does D8 damage. And because this guy has 7 armor, he only takes 2. So he goes down to 53. Thanks, Doc. Okay. Jesus. Okay, it's time for Bohr's turn. Let's see what he does. Okay, that's a 3. He is... okay. He is targeting Dr. Quinn because he saw that Dr. Quinn was trying to, like, threw the frag grenade, did a bit of damage. So he has the syringe shot, so it is D6 plus 4. Okay, so that's 5 damage, minus 2. So he only does 3. Doctor goes down to 17. The target enemy deals half damage, rounding up for 2 turns. Now, I don't want to forget this, so I'm going to put a little note. Deals half damage for... Oh, okay, you know what I should put it? This is turn 1. I always forget, like, okay, so we are in turn 1 now. Okay, Bohr went. It's my turn. Okay. Okay, there's some stuff I can do. So, of course, I'm using Octa Tentacles. I'm gaining that extra main and side action. I can only use it once. I'm not going to use Mantis Size because they're great when you're first in the turn order, because then I could deal double damage. Let's see. Dual Processor. I can attack with both equipped weapons this turn using a single main action. I also have Atlas Hands. If you have higher armor than the enemy, they are stunned. Do I have higher armor? I do not. We have the same armor. We both have 4. So what I'm going to do is Octa Tentacles, Dual Processor. That takes 4 energy to do. Okay, so I go down to 16 energy. But now I can use both equipped weapons. I can use my gravity rifle and halo discs. Using a single main action, and that's the first main action. So I'm going to use the gravity rifle. And because I'm using gravity rifle, let's see. I'm also going to use Trigger Finger because it will give me D6 extra damage until the end of a fight. But it costs 2 more energy. Basically, I'm just trying to do so much damage because he has 5 armor and 55 HP. So, and on a 7 or 8, he can restore health. So this guy's going to be annoying to take down. So there we go, Trigger Finger. So that is D12 plus 5. And then I also have a D6 that I can use, and this is my first main action. I just have to roll in all that. 9. That is, it's not much. So 9 minus 5 is just 4. He goes down to 49. And then I have my side action that I can do. Well, actually, the dual processor is the side action. Okay, so then I pull out my halo discs. So that is 2d6 plus 5. As I put the gravity rifle away. And then I'm going to charge the attack. It costs 3 more energy, and that does double damage. So I go down to 11. 11 energy. And okay, and then I have the trigger finger that I activated for the other, and that is another d6. This will deal double damage. So whatever this is, we'll double it. Okay, 12 times 2 is 24. That is 24 minus 5. Okay, so that's 19 more damage. I'm trying, you guys, I'm scared because this guy can just regenerate when it gets back to his turn. Okay, so that was my first main inside. Second main, I'm going to do halo discs again. And so that is going to be 2d6 plus 5. And then I'm going to charge the attack again, which is going to take, that's going to take 3 more energy. My energy goes down to 8. I'm really spending energy here. And then I'm going to use Force Blast Hand. That takes 2 more energy, and it adds another d6 of damage. So all of this, I will double it as well. So 11 times 2 is 22, but it's 22 minus 5. So this guy takes 17 more damage. As he goes down to 30, I'm just like with my gravity rifle, and the halo disc come out as I put this down, and I slice, and all like there's the Force Blast Hand. It's just I'm charging. You see me charge up and use the halo disc, and they start to glow bright as I'm just hacking and slashing away at this guy. So I use Force Blast Hand as my side action. So that is it for my turn. Lily, let's go. Lily's gonna go. She has a pulse rifle, and she also has 0G liquor. So what does 0G do again? Oh, you get an extra side action. In her next turn. So I'll save that. So we're going to use the pulse rifle, which is this 2d6 plus vigor, and her vigor is 3. So let's do that. 2d6 plus 3 as she goes to fire at this guy. It's just 7 minus 5, so it's only 2 damage. So there's that, and then she still has a side action that she can take. Let's do a flash round, because we can possibly stun this guy. Okay, you guys, this is going better than the first guy we had to take out. My god, Ogon Blaze was really hard. Okay, so flash round. We're going to roll vigor against the enemy. His vigor is 0. If we succeed, all enemies are stunned. We'll be stunned for 1 round. And if you're stunned, you roll a d6 at the start of your turn. If you roll a 1, your turn is skipped. So basically, it's just the possibility of him skipping his turn if he is stunned. So we're going to roll that. Okay, so we're rolling vigor. So this is Lily. Her vigor, let's go. Okay, that's 5. And then this is the enemy. He has 0 vigor. Let's go, 1. Okay, of course I rolled a freaking 10 for him. Of course I did. It didn't work, and we're down a flash round. It was used up. It's fine. Guys, it's totally fine. I love rolling high. I love it. Thank you, Lily, for your service. And then it's Zen's turn. Zen still has that neon blade. He comes out, he goes to slice. That is plus his vigor, which is 4 for this turn. Okay, let's go, Zen. 12. 9. Okay. 9 damage minus 5, so 4. This guy, he has 7 damage. We tried to do the flash round. What about an EMP grenade? How about that? How about EMP? What does EMP do? So an EMP grenade, all enemies are silenced. I think, no, we won't use that because he's not really like a big hacker, so he won't really like try to hack us. I don't want to roll synthesis and this guy like regain health, so we're not going to do flash round. I have one last frag grenade. Okay, so come on. I gotta roll good for a frag grenade one time. Okay, that's 9. I guess technically I did roll well for the frag grenade with the doctor, but I rolled really low. Okay, so this is vigor against him. This is the enemy. Come on. Yes. Okay. Frag grenade goes off, but that was the last one, so I don't have any more frag grenades. And then frag grenade is D8. Ooh, that is D8 times 3. So is that 3D8? Nice. Oh my god, the guy's dead. That's 18 damage, minus 5 is 13. He's at -6 health. We freaking, oh my god, we came in, freaking exploded this guy. He exploded, you guys. Wow. We exploded him. He's deader than dead, everybody. You love to see it. Nice. Dead. You love to see it. All in one round. I think what helped is I'm chromed out. The rolls that I made really helped. I'm so chromed out that like I can make multiple hits and do double damage on a lot of stuff. And and the crew helped out a lot. I guess I would recommend. I guess I would say this game really works out if you have a crew. I was reading somewhere, someone was like, how is it like truly solo? What if you just stay by yourself? I forgot what the conversation, how it went. But that is a good question. Like, what if I just wanted Gray and I didn't want any other members to kind of like worry about or track? Should there be something in place that kind of boosts you because you're alone and you're choosing not to have Like my compatriots, they helped me out in this fight and all the fights that we've been in. But if I was by myself, you know, it's extra hits. So that is something to think about. If you're by yourself, what kind of boost can you get as a lone ranger out here in the frontier of space, you know? I usually like to play solo in the solo games, that my character is solo, so I can only have to worry about tracking and bookkeeping for that one character. But for this game, the bookkeeping is quite light for all 4 characters. Well, the 3 others that are on the ship with me, my companions. There's not too much. You know, they have their vigor and their stats that you have to think about, but it's not overly complicated. So I think that's why I don't mind, and all the stuff that they can do is actually really helpful. So for right now, if someone asks, can you run this by yourself? I mean, technically yes, but the game is, you are heavily aided and there are major benefits to having people on the crew with you. So yeah. And so I could see some complaints happening if you just want to run one character and maybe you're constantly losing or the battles are just really, really tough. I could see that happening, but I'm personally not having those issues because I really like the teammates and I think they add to the narrative. But it's all about bookkeeping for me. I think if this was any crunchier or there was like a lot of accounting to do with the other 3, then I would probably get annoyed. I'd probably have to strip away. But right now it works well, in my opinion. Anyway, that's my thoughts on having teammates. I'm just appreciative of them, and so I was mentioning all that. This guy dead. So what I'm going to do next is the kind of boring accounting stuff. I'm just like bookkeeping. I'm going to do, you know, add up everything that you get after fighting him, and then I will skip ahead and we'll see what we do next. Okay, so I finished everything, upgrading the numbers and things like that, and I know what I want to do next, but what I forgot to do, because we have now we have 2 renown for taking down 2 of them. And now, let's see what it says. Reaching Renown 2 allows you to buy the weapon mods shown above at any settlement. So I can get any of these here, which is fun. But listen, the phaser pistol and the Atlantio pistol, I do not want those. You guys, I want the charge splitter. I want this so bad. You roll XD6 for damage, where X is a number of your choice between 1 and 8. But the X is also how much energy you want to spend. I have the money for it. I have the serum. I just need to take down 1 more bounty. I really want this charge splitter. And then, let's see, what does this laser minigun do? You can roll 4d4 plus Vig. You must have 2 or higher Vig to equip it. 4d4 plus, and my vigor is 2. It could be a nice thing to give Zen, actually. Zen's vigor is higher than mine, and often in combat it goes higher depending on how many enemies we have. That could be a cool thing for him, but that's renown 4. But man, that charge splitter, I want it. So we are now a target. Fame comes with downsides too. Every time you enter a settlement, you must roll a d10 and add your renown. So my renown is 2. If you roll a 10 or higher, you are attacked by one of these d6 enemies. Okay. That is totally fine. But so who do we want to go over? Who do we want to go take over next? That's the question. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to head to the Synth Arch settlement because it is right under the hex that we are in. I didn't even explore this hex yet. We went there, but then we automatically found our target, and so he's dead. So we dealt with him, but there is some stuff that I want to get at the Synth Arch settlement. and a few things. So we're gonna go there. I'm gonna restore all energy. We're gonna fuel up. I'm gonna buy some frag grenades, some flash rounds, sell a couple stuff. I also want to buy a drone. I think drones are really cool. I haven't like gone over that mechanic really. So there's hacking and drones here. Drones are advanced robots and mechs that you can remotely control during combat encounters. So I can spend a main action to deploy a drone, and then once the drone is active, I can use the side action to control it. And then controlling the drone lets you choose from one of its abilities to use. Each drone model has a unique passive ability that takes effect after they are deployed. Nice. Okay, we got hacks and malware. Don't want hacks. Don't want malware. Okay, so here are the drones. We got a drone spider. We have a drone greyhound. We got a little drone dog. We have the drone ladybug. And then we have the drone OWÓ. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Which one should I get? Jailbroken and modified version of the Berserk Mark II mech unit. Its factory UI and software have been replaced by the artificial intelligence of a popular virtual pet from the old world. Moves, auto turret, double minigun, missile strike. Okay. What can the ladybug do? HP injection? Okay. They could shock an enemy, they could silence an enemy. That's good against hackers. So the ladybug, that's nice. It's a compact 4 by 9 centimeter drone built by Yahiro Industries. It specializes in cyber defense. Okay, I see. Here we go. So what does the little drone dog do? Okay, so they camouflage. If you're first in turn order, the bite deals double damage. Oh, they can bite. That's 2d6, potentially 4d6. And they can go fetch, gain a random narcobiotic or grenade. Okay. Honestly, the drone, OWÓ, I'm pronouncing that wrong. I'm getting the drone. Buying the drone. Okay, new update. I made my bounty, my renown check, and if you're looking on the screen in the bottom right, that is a 10 I rolled. So we are attacked. And then I rolled a physical dice here. It is by a bounty hunter, which I'm sure we can just bounty hunter, easy peasy. We could take care of them. Easy. God damn. It's a tier 3 enemy. But listen, we could still do it. It's fine. Okay, so now somebody is after us. So what I want to do now, let's figure out who our next person gonna get is. So we are not gonna do Arcadia because we don't want to lose favor with Synth Arch. We already did Jürgen. We didn't do Dexter D dice. Maybe we'll do Dexter. We got Ogon Blaze. We got Goth Kitty. Do we do Goth Kitty? She's a hacker. So we'd have to be on the ball with her. Because she has a skill where the first 2 hacks this character casts don't require a roll to be uploaded. Jesus. That means she'll just choose 2 hacks and doesn't even have to roll. We won't even roll. That's gonna be a tough one. The hacking that one's bad. You know what? We're gonna go with Dexter D dice triple D. That's who we're going with. We're going with Dexter D dice. His history: space pirate scoundrel, guilty of carrying out the largest starship raid in recorded history. Notorious for having betrayed every major pirate gang he's been a part of. His crimes: robbery, looting, bodily harm, murder, starship assault, possession of narcobiotics with intent to sell. Okay, so the next 2 things we're going to roll for is his the contractor and the hiding spot. So I have a D12 here, a physical one. So I'm just gonna roll here and see what we get. D12. That's a 7. So the contractor is a galactic core senator. Ooh, okay. Okay, so where is he hiding? Where's this hiding spot? Gonna roll a D12. That's a 10. He is hiding in an underground hideout. Okay. And then I will roll for the complication and the twist once we find him. Okay, so next I want to get a side mission because we're at a Synth Arch settlement. So we go to factions, we'll go to Synth Arch. I'm at 8 favor with them. Once I get to 10, it's a new Genesis. It's a new dawn. But for right now, there are the Crusade missions. But let me do, no, this is settlement. It's a side quest. That's what I want to do. So I'm doing a side quest for Synth Arch. I'm going to roll a D6 that I have on me here. And let's see which one I get. If I rolled it before, I'll reroll. So 2. Destroy a spy drone 1 tile north, defended by a Medusa Orion Moth. Oh, you gotcha. I was going 1 north anyway. That would be Hex 2. I was just in Hex 2. And then I will lose favor with Medusa, of course. Okay, so that's mainly what I wanted to get. I wanted to get the side quest, but I also have like a bunch of scrap now. Can I just sell the scrap? Now that you can sell your items and equipment for half their market cost. Okay. You can only get armor sets at ISF settlements. Now ISF doesn't like us, so can't even go there. ISF does not mess with us anymore. Okay, you can acquire scraps by dismantling items. I don't need more scrap. I can craft any weapon, mod, armor, drone, or grenade by spending scraps equal to its marked serum cost. Crafting an item for the first time provides 1 EXP. Okay, so we can craft any weapon, mod, drone, or grenade. Let's do that. I have a whole bunch. Let's do this. I bought a whole bunch of stuff. Here at the Synth Arch settlement, I got my side quest. I did that. Let's deal with this bounty hunter. He has 25 hit points and 3 armor, and we're gonna take him out quick. This is going to be quick. I don't even think we need to go over to the battle board, I guess is what I'll call it. But this is going to be quick. But let's do it. Let's roll. Let's roll for the turn order, and let's see. Let's see what his grace is. 3. We know that the doctor's grace is 1. So Quinn is up first. Let's go, doctor. Let's go, doctor. So we got 1d10 plus 1. That's 6. Okay, we got the doctor at number 1 with 6. We got the bounty hunter, which is plus 3. That's 9. So bounty hunter is now first. Gray's gonna go. Gray has plus 4. Gray is a 7, so she's gonna go in front of the doctor. We got Lily and Zen, and they both have a plus 2. So we'll do Lily first. Lily is an 8. Okay, Lily is now in front. And then let's do Zen. Okay, Zen is last. No worries. Okay, looks like the bounty hunter is going to go first. Let's do this. So, he has a pulse rifle. This guy, he's not going to hack us. He's here to do damage. So let's roll a d10. And hopefully, let's just see what he does. So roll a d10. That's a 10. Oh, he takes a tricillin tablet, and that gives him plus 1 to all of his stats. So now he has 4 vigor, 4 grace, 1 mind, and 3 tech. I'm guessing it doesn't say when it ends, so I'm guessing it's to all of until the end of the combat. But that was his action. So that's what he's gonna do. He is bounty hunter, contract killer, paid to do the dirty work and solve problems, especially when these problems have a death wish. It looks like someone paid to take us out. Really? You just sent one of your guys? Rookie mistake. Let's go, Lily. I bought the team. We bought a whole bunch of stuff. We used absolutely all of our scrap. We exhausted all. I have 0 scrap now. Nice. I had over 700, so I needed to use them. I got the doctor a couple drones. I got everybody a laser accelerator, and that is a cool effect. Laser accelerators, it's a mod that can go on ranged weapons, and it ignores enemy armor. I did give it to Zen, Quinn, and Lily. Actually, Zen has a melee weapon, so he doesn't need it. Maybe that was a waste of money. Not that I think about it. Okay, let's go. So we have the laser accelerator. So this weapon now ignores damage and ignores armor. Okay, so Lily's gonna go. She has the pulse rifle, and it ignores his 3 armor, so we'll take it. That's 2d6 plus her vigor, which is 3. So 2d6 plus 3. Let's go. Okay, 8 damage. Nice, 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 nice. -8. He's down to 17. That's what she's gonna do. Then it is my turn. Okay, let's take this guy out. Now we're just having fun. We're just having fun now. Let's do Octo Tentacles are activated. Extra main and side action. Then I'm going to... Do I have higher armor than the enemy? I believe so. So I'm going to use my Atlas hands because I haven't used them. If I have higher armor than the enemy, then they are stunned for 2 turns. So that costs 4 energy though. You betcha. I'm going to use that. I go down to 16. Okay, so okay, I'm using my hands. I'm gonna go with my halo discs. That was a side action to activate Atlas hands, and then I'm gonna use halo discs, and then I'm going to charge the attack, which costs another 3 energy. Okay, so it's 2d6 plus 4, and then it does double damage. And he's also stunned for 2 rounds, but I think he's gonna get out soon. That's 11 damage. Times 2 is 22. That is 22 minus 3. So he does 19. Oh, he's dead. Okay. I told you it was gonna be quick. Just get out of here. Did you really think you were gonna... We're defeating tier 4 enemies. You gotta come correct. You know what I mean? Okay. Dead. That was easy. He's done. Out of here. That is tier 3 enemy. Tier 3, so that is another 6 experience points I will get. And I'll go up to 93. And then I'll roll for loot, which is 3d6. Okay, that is 9, so I got 60 serum. That's what that means. So then I'll add plus 60. And then I have my custom roll for scrap after every fight as we're looting the body. So I'm gonna roll a d6 and see what we get. There's just 1d6 this time. And that is a 1. So we got 30 scraps. Okay. We're back up. Okay, so we have our next bounty. I'm not going to do anything with that just yet. Because we just finished one, I want to spend some time doing some other stuff, especially looking at more expansions. So I want to do that. And so that ends our time at the Synth Arch settlement. And so that's the end of the day. You know what I've been wanting to do? Sea of Neon, this expansion has been eyeing me for a long time. It's been looking at me because I like cyberpunk, but I wanted to do like more space stuff. So I think I'm going to start laying the seeds for this expansion. I'm really excited to see what this is like. I've skimmed it and it's always seemed really interesting. So what is Sea of Neon? So this is an expansion that introduces an infamous Corpo city that floats over the waves of an Aquarian planet. And this planet can be placed on any empty tile of your choice, and the city is divided into different districts. And you can travel to a district on the same metro line for 10 Serum, or you could purchase a 20-trip metro pass for 1 V-yen at the Vestroya Spire Central Station. That is very fun. How do you buy 1 V? What is a V-yen, right? That's what I want to know. So I'm looking into all of this. It's very cool. So we could place the planet on an empty tile of your choice. So let's do that. Let's do that right now. Because we're gonna go to 2, which is right up north. Gonna move up my energy. At the end of each cycle, you gain 3 energy back. So I'm just gonna do that now before I forget. But it's an Aquarian planet, so is it Aquarian or is it aquatic? I know it says, what does the game call it officially? I think they're called aquatic planets. Yeah, I'm looking in the PDF right now. So the PDF calls them Aquarian planets. So I'm guessing that's what this means. When it says Aquarian? Wait. Oh, it did say Aquarian. I read aquatic. Okay. Listen, can you guys all act like I said Aquarian this whole time and that I know what I'm talking about? Thank you. Okay. So, right. I was right the whole time. Aquarian planet, just like the expansion says. Everything is correct. Everybody is right. Okay. Also, it could be interesting that we could find this guy here in this location, the Sea of Neon. Also, that's a cool name. That's the name of the city. It's called Sea of Neon. Okay, so let's place it. Where should I place it? I could place it in 20, which is the northernmost up here. I could place it in 21. You know what? Let's place it in the middle ring. We're gonna place it in 8. Are there any other Aquarian planets? Oh, that's why I said aquatic, because I wrote it down wrong before. It's Aquarian, not aquatic. Whatever. What kind of planet is it, though? You can roll a d6 to determine what type of planet you've discovered, then roll an additional d6 on its location table to find out where your ship lands. Okay. I'll put it in the middle. I'll put it in the middle ring. I'm gonna roll a d6 to see how, like, if it's it's a medium-sized or a small-sized planet or a medium planet with, it's in the middle ring. So let's see what type of planet it is. So I'm just gonna roll a d6. Okay, I roll a 2. So it is a medium-sized planet that has a single observable satellite in orbit. So one moon planet. So it also has a satellite, and I'm gonna roll for the satellite right now because I'm gonna forget. I'm gonna do it right now by the time we get to it. So I rolled a 5. It is it's a volcanic moon satellite. Characterized by extreme volcanic geologic activity and high temperatures. Volcanic moons are giant celestial bodies that house hundreds of active volcanoes. Rivers of lava flow through their surface, sometimes forming large oceans of molten rock, iron, and sulfur. Okay. So I'll add a little note. Has a... Okay, there we go. So let's... It's a volcanic moon. Okay, so let's see. What else does Sea of Neon have? So there are districts and metro lines. The sea is divided. Okay, so the right arrow icon indicates events And there is like a house icon. Let's see what that looks like. It marks locations. So if we look at the map here, I don't think this one's not showing the lines and districts. Okay, you can travel. Okay, so you can only travel to a district on the same line for 10 serum, or you can buy a 20 trip pass for 1 VN. Let's see, what is a VN? They can only be purchased with VN, a cryptocurrency controlled and regulated by the mega corporation. You can earn V by completing side hustles in the city. VNs can be exchanged for 150 serum, and vice versa, at the Vestroya Spire. Okay, so it's like the currency of this time. And it looks like you can buy some Vestroya drones. Oh, okay. I just saw who this is designed by. It's kind of hard to see. But right here, it is written by Addison Sawatsky, and design and layout is by Camila Mera, which I think is the creator of this game, I think. I have to look it up. But yeah, so there are side hustles. You can steal a drone. You could transport a shipping container to the Mega Mall, sneak into the Serena Golf Club, and kill Hans Thorn. You can take company data from the Spire CEO office, and then you can overthrow the Empress of the Mega Mall. Okay, there's a lot of cool stuff you can do. But I think this looks like a really cool. This looks like a really cool expansion. And I have the map. There is a map that comes with it too, like an official one. I'm going to look at that. And it's really cool. What else do they have? Okay, so these are the different districts. We have the Backwater District, the Nouveau Suburbia, the Demay Industrial Coast, the Gallstone Hills. We have the Catan Mari Mega Mall, and then we have the Vestroya Spire. And then it looks like the Backwater it says it's the first district you visit in the city. The Backwater is seemingly never-ending expanse of low-income housing blocks and slums. Oh, okay, so, and then in the upper right, you can see which metro line to take. Oh, that's very cool. It's like designed really well. So if I want to get to the Demay Industrial Coast, it tells me the metro lines you have to take with the colors. So if we go back here and see, what is that? It's only 3 colors. So it's pink, and then there's a light, like a white. So it's like that dark pink. So I'd have to take the Seafront line and the Pioneer line to get to the Demay Industrial Coast. So if I'm looking at the map, Demay Industrial Coast, yeah. Okay, interesting. I like it. It's designed like really well. It's really tight, but gives you a lot of good stuff to work off of. There's a lot here packed into just like a pamphlet, essentially. Very, very cool. So definitely I will come back to that for sure. And it could be interesting, maybe. Well, our guy is like rumored to be an underground hideout. Hey, that could be in the Sea of Neon. We'll have a look when we go there. That could be fun. Okay, so let's head to hex number 2. Let's do the good old-fashioned hex crawl exploration. Let's do it. So rolling that d6. Let's see what we find. So we move up. It costs 1 fuel, so fuel goes down to 19. And then we're going to roll that d6. Let's see what we encounter. That is a faction encounter. And this could be interesting because I have -1 with ISF and Corsair. So that will be a hostile encounter if I roll for them. So Medusa and Corsair are 1 and 2 or 5 and 6. So, you know, it's 50-50. So let's roll that. Let's see who I get. Ooh, 3. Okay. 3 is WARG, and that's a positive. So it is a neutral encounter because I have 0 or more favor with them. So I'll roll a d6 to see what it is. Okay, that is a 2. A modified Snowstorm Delta ship carries an entire WARG rebel squadron to the front lines. The squadron commander contacts your ship through radio and asks if you're willing to supply them with some spare weapons or weapon mods, since they don't have enough to arm every fighter. If I supply the armament, you may give them as many weapons, weapon mods, and grenades as you choose. They will reward you with 2 energy cells for each. Okay, sounds like a trade. Not bad. Okay, what I'm going to give them is, I'm giving them 1 frag grenade, 1 heat bomb, and then I'll give them 1 flash round. Okay, so nice. So I get 6 more energy cells, and then I get a +1 favor with WARG. So now I'm at 3 with them. Okay, cool. I think we've had a really good play session. I'm going to end it here. And when we come back, I am going to start the initial search for a Dexter D dice, and he even might be in the Sea of Neon, and we're kind of making our way there. So I'll be asking questions and using deduction to see if he is there. And you know, it's my game, so I can kind of make it that he is there, but let's see what the rolls say as well. So that is where we're going to end it. This is session 14, right? Wow. So cool, so cool. So we're going to end session 14, and I will see you guys session 15. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening, and see you next time.